Hey guys, it's Wes. I went to an estate sale this morning. They said they had stereo equipment and vinyl, and it was kind of hidden in the miscellaneous description, not in the collectibles or anything. So I thought there was maybe a chance. As it turns out, I kind of screwed up. I thought doors opened at 9:30. It was actually 9. So when I got there at 9, it was already full. I finally found the stereo equipment and stuff down in the basement. A lot of people. Couldn't find an album anywhere in the house. The stereo equipment was old, not that great a shape. The turntable was I don't remember what brand it was. It wasn't a higher end turntable, and they had 20 bucks on it. Albums were $3 a piece, but like I said, they were gone. CDs were $1. I didn't find any good CDs. There's only about 10 to 15 of them there. So that was kind of a waste of time. So since I was in town anyhow, I know every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday there's a flea market, indoor flea market. So I swung by there to see what they had. Look around, the first box I was in, guy was way overpriced on his vinyl. He had 10, even the beat up dollar records, he had $2 on, $10 on stuff that I probably would have gave him maybe 5 for, and they weren't in that great a shape. So I kept walking around looking. And lo and behold, there's another booth, had a lot of vinyl records, mostly old country, Slim Whitman. Had one beat up Johnny Cash record. It was really scratched. About old country, Loretta Lynn. There's some wailing in there and stuff. But the records, I did find some, and the records are in pretty good shape. So I got what we're listening to right now, and I've told you guys before, I do like some classical. This is Vivaldi's The Four Seasons. 75 cents, and this thing is clean. I mean, I ran my brush over it, but it's clean. I'd give 75 cents for any classical record in this shape. Yeah, the sleeve's not perfect. It's in pretty good shape though. This is on the Angel label. Seeing if there's a year on here. It's in stereo quadraphonic, which makes me guess it's from the 70s, but nope, not finding a year. London Philharmonic Orchestra, The Four Seasons, 75 cents. Little beat up, but the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, this one was $3. It's got the inner sleeves and 2-album set. And again, it's on United Artists. It's pretty clean. Not mint, but pretty clean. There's the other one with the sleeve. Had the inner sleeves, so I did check both discs. Covers, like I said, a little beat up. A little bit of ring wear on the back there on the white cover, which is hard to avoid on a white cover with age. So and this one paid $1 for. Haven't listened to it yet, but I collect Minnesota artists. I have a little, you know, anything from Minnesota, because that's where I'm based out of Minnesota, southern Minnesota, southeast Minnesota. And I really like the Replacements, the Suburbs, Husker Du, Run Westy, Prince. That's what got me collecting them. But now I collect anything that has a tie to Minnesota. You know, I have a lot of Bob Dylan, of course. Rambling again, guys. Lee Larson and the Minnesota Scandinavian Ensemble. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of polkas. But, you know, might be all polka music, I don't know. Got a stand up on it, you know. I believe there's an accordion. For $1, we'll give it a shot, you know. Leroy Larson. It's clean though. The Minnesota Scandinavian Ensemble. You can't go wrong with the Minnesota Scandinavian Ensemble, don't you know? Okay. Now here, oh, little poppin'. It's the first poppin' I've heard on this. Mahalia Jackson, the world's greatest gospel singer. Mahalia Jackson has got an awesome voice. So again, I just got back, so I haven't listened to this. She's from New Orleans, went to the south side of Chicago. Mahalia Jackson. Mahalia Jackson. Thanks, Mahalia. Anyhow, $1. Give it a shot for $1. Here, another $1. The ink spots, and these are clean. You know, it's got Blueberry Hill on it. When the Saints go marching in, you always hurt the one you love. You know, I know those songs. I don't see a date on this either. I just noticed this. This record belongs to Everett Hansen in the little tag in the corner. Do any of these other ones have? I don't notice it on any of the other ones. So, $1 for the ink spots in high fidelity. So, for $1, like I said, pretty clean. This one's on the golden tone. Old golden tone. Alright. And this one, for $3 for a box set. Billie Holiday, The Golden Years, Volume 2. Has 3 records in it. And a book. You know, other jazz albums you might enjoy is also in here. But a book, which is in good shape. I mean, I don't know if they ever played this Billie Holiday. And all 3 records on Columbia. And these look like new. So, I definitely You know, for $3 for a Billie Holiday box set. I'm not the greatest jazz lover, but you gotta have Billie Holiday in your collection, right? I'll give this a listen. Maybe she'll change my mind. Maybe I will become a jazz listener. You know? Can't lose a sleeve. Don't want to lose the Vivaldi sleeve. Alright. So that was that booth. So then I was on my way out. The guy had a rack of CDs. I know. You guys, a lot of people don't like CDs in the vinyl community. But I do. So they were $3, which is a little more I like to pay for CDs. But had REM Monster, which this might complete my REM CD collection. I'll have to check and see if there's any other ones. And I have multiples of some, but I never had Monster for some reason, but now I do. REM Monster. Then these other two still in the shrink wrap. The Cranberries to the Faithful Departed. I like Cranberries. So still in the shrink. It's pretty brittle shrink, I think. And then this one, it's actually a reissue. Just a little disclaimer. It's not an original. I have an original. It's funny talking about originals on CDs, but I think the original's from '98? 89, 98. Dyslexic. 89. And so it's a reissue. And it's got previously unissued recording on it. Wonder which one that is. And bonus material. I'll have to check that out. I just noticed that. But still in the shrink wrap, the replacements, Don't Tell a Soul from 2008. 2008 reissue. So, previously unissued recordings are We'll Inherit the Earth mix and We Know the Night. And Goodbye to Jane. And then this bonus material it's not on the original. Apparently there's Portland Wake Up Talent Show studio demo. The three I said were previously unreissued, and Date to Church. So that's what I got. And just quickly, I stopped by Goodwill too, and their CDs are always 99 cents, which is what I like to pay for CDs. So I'll run through those quick. Also got a Paul Simon Negotiations and Love Songs, 1971 to 1986. Katie Tunstall, Eye to the Telescope. U2 compilation, 18 singles, which I'll have to look. I might have this one already. Bjork, Homogenic. This one I might have also. I'll have to check. I'd be surprised if I don't, but this one was really good shape. Might be a better one than mine. Might be all beat up. Meatloaf Bed Out of Hell. It's a classic. Pretty sure I got it on vinyl also. Bob Marley. Can't go wrong with a little Bob Marley and Legends. Bob Marley and the Wailers. The Judy Bats. And I can't remember what the Judy Bats, but I know them. The Ataris. Again, I know the name, can't think of what they sing. Little Minnesota connection. He lives here in Minnesota now. Former Stray Cat frontman. The Brian Setzer Orchestra with the Dirty Boogie. You know Brian Setzer, you know he's kind of rockabilly a little bit. And just because I have a huge crush on her, Shania Twain. Hottest woman in country ever. Not the face, not hot. You know, or Martina, or Carrie Underwood. There's a lot of hot women in country, but the hottest. And I don't believe I have this one. I do have a couple of the other ones. This one has whose bed have your boots been under? I know. I'm sure it had a couple other hits on here also. Seems like all of her CDs have hits on them. So yeah, for my non-CD loving friends, there's my CDs I picked up at Goodwill. So it's getting to be a long video. So again, fail on my estate sale I went to. Had high hopes, but scored at a flea market, which maybe I'll have to stop back there again in 6 months or so when they restock. See what they got. Wasn't a bad way to spend a Saturday morning. So, replacements in the shrink. Man, that just made my day. If you've watched this, thanks guys, and take care.